5 seconds remaining.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Techlabs Cup 2014 qualifying rounds here. It's VirtusPro versus Next.kz in a best-of-3 matchup here. It is the winners finals. Winner will move on to head off to Moscow, Russia to face up for $20,000 in the LAN finals. Loser will go down to the losers bracket. There's still 2 spots to get to the LAN finals, obviously. One of them being battled for right now in this series. Probably the biggest series we've had thus far in the entire qualifying round, obviously. VirtusPro, very strong team, but so is Next.kz. Both playing decent matchups to get here, and here we are right now in the draft already. Couple bans, couple picks already going through. Ancient Apparition, Naga Siren for VirtusPro. For Next.kz, Bat Rider and the Dazzle are picked up. The bans, you can see Centaur, Wall Runner, Ember, Spirit, Shadow Fiend, and the Lycan not making it through. On the other side of things, Invoker, Nyx Assassin. You also have the Storm Spirit and the Nature's Prophet. So, once again, thanks for joining us here on Beyond the Summit. My name is Mont, and I'll be providing coverage for the next couple of hours. We have this best of 3, and then shortly thereafter we'll have the losers bracket semifinals, I believe semifinals between Aware and Ahead Gaming.
Remaining.
Winner will move on there and face off against the loser of this series. So, like I said, there is still a slot for the LAN final, not only from this series, but from the losers bracket grand finals, which will be a bit later on. I think that's on Friday. You know, a lot of stuff happening, so it's exciting to see what's going to happen here in terms of who's going to go to the LAN finals, because already you have Roxas and Team Empire sitting, waiting. They've been invited. You know, they don't need to qualify. VirtusPro, they're probably the likely candidate to move on here. Not if Next.kz have anything to say about it, obviously. So 2 big-name teams can go. Obviously, Aware and Ahead would love to get there, but they have to go through the losers bracket to do so. So it very well could be VirtusPro or Next.kz right up there with Roxas and Team Empire. And that's going to be pretty exciting. I think that's a lot of CIS Dota. That could be a lot of just interesting matches altogether. But before we get there, we have to get through this series. It is a best-of-3 series, so we'll see if this game does, if this series does go the distance, 3 games, or if it's a quick 2-0. Back and forth action might be had. I'm not quite sure. But the way the draft is going, it's interesting. VirtusPro is going to go for Naga Siren, and we saw this yesterday. Aware Gaming made sure G didn't get his Naga Siren because he loves to play that in the carry role in the mid lane. Just get some farm up. We've seen him and what he can do. Get like a 16-minute ratings last time we saw it. So he played Invoker a lot yesterday. Today, though, they're going to have the Naga Siren for him. Whereas for Next.kz, you have Bat Rider, you have Dazzle, and you have Shadow Shaman coming through right now. And, that's pretty interesting. That's right now, the Dazzle is not really a surprising pick, nor is the Bat Rider. 2 strong heroes, and Dazzle's seen pretty much play in every game thus far. Shadow Shaman comes out. He's got great pushing ability. He also has great lockdown with, of course, the Shackles as well as the Hex. But Disruptor is going to be a very good target against the Bat Rider, I think. Glimpsing him back, especially after he blinks in, could be very interesting to see how that interaction works. He's also got Static Storm, and that'd be really that's huge to have against the Dazzle. Make sure you silence him up before he can use that Shallow Grave on anybody. I can't tell you how many times he's saved the lives of heroes in the past couple of days, so making sure that you lock down that Dazzle is very important, I think, as well as the Bat Rider and Shadow Shaman. For now, though, VirtusPro do have the Ancient Apparition, so Ice Blast is going to be a thing. We'll probably see him jump into a lane, farm it up, get a Midas, and try to get that Aghanim Scepter as quickly as possible. He won't even really be in team fights other than his Ice Blast. So his contribution is just throwing Ice Blast out as much as possible, making sure that he can hit those targets, and giving him that debuff, and obviously just being frustrating all around. So Chilling Touch is also a very good ability early on in the game, and I don't think anyone will, disagree in saying that it does a ton of damage. So Next.kz they're gonna go for Anti-Mage right now. So they want to try to fight fire with fire here in terms of Naga Siren is gonna be one of those farming heroes. Anti-Mage, well, we know what he can do. Not a big surprise that they pick him up in this lineup. We saw actually, I believe it was Aware in the first game against VirtusPro try to go for an Anti-Mage, and then VirtusPro just said, okay, if you're going to do that, we'll pick up a Faceless Void. We don't mind having a farming battle, and also our carry is going to carry harder than yours, in which case you did. Obviously, you consider what game this is. VirtusPro obviously got the better end of that. So
reserve time.
Maybe VirtusPro does the same thing, but that's a lot of carry in one game. Naga Siren, I think what VirtusPro might do in this scenario, and this is a thing teams are doing nowadays, is focus on your mid hero getting all of the farm and kind of holding you into the late game, and have somebody that's a semi-carrier or just a space creator as your safe lane farmer. And that might be the case. Radiant that also might be an Elder Titan offlane, which I don't think I've seen in weeks, actually. So that's rather interesting that they decided to pick that up. Nonetheless, it's a strong hero because a lot of people forget that Astral Spirit is still pretty good, and so is Natural Order. I mean, these are two good abilities, on top of the fact that his other abilities are also very good. So Elder Titan, he doesn't dish out the damage that he used to. I mean, he's still pretty nice. He's tanky as hell. He can provide that damage, and the resistance is really nice to have. If you think about the base resist reduction in terms of, well, first of all, you've got 33% magic resistance and then armor reduction of 100% based on a 275 aura. If your Naga Siren gets in there and Riptides you and starts right-clicking you, you're going to die. So VirtusPro with the Elder Titan, I think this is a very strong pickup for them. We'll see if it can work out. I don't know. It's very interesting. I just don't know what lane they're going to put it in. I imagine it's the off lane, but you can also mid lane that. There's something you, obviously Bulba used to do a lot of. Just send the Elder Titan mid and have him get levels. And right now we don't know if that's the case though, because Next.kz, they don't have their mid laner either. Assuming Batrider's going to be off lane. I mean, that's just too strong of an off laner to pass up here. So we still have some reserve time left for both sides. 38 seconds for Next.kz, 107 for VirtusPro. Before we get going, I want to talk about esportsventure.com, Beyond the Summit. They're a new partner. Very excited to work with them. There are matches you can bet on for Dota 2. Of course, a nice little betting site. Check it out. There's a link below to sign up and, of course, get some bonuses and what have you. Check it out at esportsventure.com.
Reserve time.
36 seconds left in reserve time right now for Next.kz. And this is it. Are they going to pick their mid here? I mean, I don't think the Batrider's going to go mid. They'd be very questionable at best. So there's a couple mids available. And they can't go for the Puck. They can't go for the Storm Spirit. They can't go for the Invoker. So a lot of mids they banned out themselves. In terms of semi-carries, actually Morphling is still available. If they want to do a Morphling against Naga Siren, actually might be an okay choice. Waveform might be okay in harassing Naga. He stays far enough away from Riptide to be okay. They'll pick up the Magnus though, and they want to go for team fighting, and so it's sort of this 4 protect 1 lineup where Anti-Mage is going to try to stay alive. They're going to team fight maybe without him or with him. I'm not 100% sure. Plus Magnus giving you Empower on the Anti-Mage kind of works like a Battle Fury to a certain extent. So I don't think he'll forego the Battle Fury, but he certainly might not need to get it in this game. So Next.kz with a nice pickup here. They've got team fight potential. Magnus is going to have to get to Arcanes, followed by a Blink Dagger. You'll be in an okay scenario after that.
10 seconds.
And that kind of forces you to fight early on. VirtusPro, they don't have that kind of like... They have the semi-carry and they have the, I guess, the space creation with Elder Titan. If he can get his levels, if he can get his Elder, if he can get his Echo Sound, if he get, of course, the Earth Splitter, he might be okay. He might be able to provide enough a boon, to his team before the real team fighting starts, before they really get into the game. But I think it comes down to this pick, and it really says, okay, where is the Elder Titan going? Is he going the off lane? Is he going mid? I'm still imagining off lane or even like 2-1-2 at this point. He could be a safe lane farmer. I just don't expect that because you're not getting levels on the Elder Titan, which is like the #1 thing you need on that hero. They're going to go for the OD, so it looks like it's going to be off lane Elder Titan, mid OD, or safe lane farming OD, I should say, because he also needs levels, but I think you prefer the solo experience to go to G over anyone else. And yeah, that seems like it is exactly what it's going to be. So we are going to jump into the game. Game number 1. It's good to be here for you guys. This is probably the most exciting series, at least in terms of what's at stake, obviously. A trip to the LAN Finals in Moscow, Russia. That's on April 5th. That'll be good. Will VirtusPro make it, or will Next.kz steal their spot? Not sure, as we start off in the best-of-3 series here. And honestly, I mean, this is just going to be a good series altogether. Because if you look at the heroes here, and it's not like... You don't usually see these heroes, all of them, really. I mean, obviously you see Dazzle, you see the Disruptor a bit, Naga, Dazzle and Shadow Shaman and Batrider. Those are pretty, they're in the meta as of right now. But Anti-Mage, it's always nice to see him, even though he's a bit of a farming hero. Same with G and the Naga Siren. The OG is actually kind of exciting as well.
30 seconds to battle.
It's just going to be good old fun Dota. That's what it's going to be. So, introductions. Illidan Stormrage on the Outworld Devour for VirtusPro in that top lane. Solo safe lane as of right now. G going to be on that Naga Siren in the mid lane. We'll see how much farm he can get, whether he can channel his inner Artor Babev. Down in that bottom lane, you've got on the Elder Titan, Arsart. supporting him maybe. Jotum's going to be on the Ancient Apparition, and NS is going to be on the Disruptor, going for Thunderstrike early on, and of course Chilling Touch as well. On the side of Next.kz, we'll have Equal. He'll be on the Shadow Shaman coming through, as well as Reeves on the Dazzle. Down bottom, it's going to be Mantis on the Anti-Mage. So defensive try, going to try to keep Mantis alive. In that mid lane, it's going to be the Batrider played by Waterfucker, and then off lane solo safe is going to be SC47 Magnus. So actually, this might be trouble. G might not have the best time against this Batrider, using his sticky napalm strikes just to get and whittle down G as much as possible. He will have Riptide. He's got 2 tangos. He's going to try to go for that quick bottle, and he'll bottle crow. G maybe not going to have the best time here. He already knows this. The turn radius annoying. He actually bought the magic stick outright. He knew this was going to be an issue here. So he'll Riptide up, get a couple of CS here, back off, whip through that magic stick, and then be a bit more aggressive. Equal already taking the Thunderstrike as well. Chilling Touch already up. That's from Jotum. They're going to counter ward real quick. They threw the sentry ward right down here. They can't counter ward unless they have another sentry, which they do. Reeves will probably put that up just to make sure they have a pole camp. Astral Spirit already going through from Arsart on Mantis. That extra right-click damage, only 19 at its first level. I don't think it hit Mantis, so he really didn't get that much from it. So this is going to be, I think, where everything happens. This is going to be obviously the tri-lane versus tri-lane. There's going to be a lot of blood. Sentry ward down here from the Dire team. They're going to run right into Equal. There's going to be the Poison Touch, the Ether Shock as well. Mantis blinking in. NS about to go down. Getting caught way out of position. Arsart wants to fight this. Reeves getting low. No Shallow Grave. He's got to back off, however. Another Ether Shock coming through. Arsart is low. Mantis has a blink. There's going to be, of course, the usage of that salve. Arsart trying to juke, trying to eat a tree. He might not survive this. 2 more right clicks will do the job here. Mantis might dive. Will he? It looks like he will. He wants that last one. He can't get it done. Jotum taking damage from the creep wave, but he'll back off. And just like that, NS getting caught in a position, and 1 Ether Shock and a decent amount of damage from that Poison Touch will get the kill there. So already the defensive tri-lane doing work here. The aggressive tri-lane not so much coming out from VirtusPro. Arsart has to go back home. He'll heal up. He'll buy a TP scroll and get back into lane. G. No bottle just yet, but he did get his Coiling Blade and his Magic Stick, so it's going to take some time to get there. Until that happens, maybe troublesome. Double Damage Rune is picked up for NS right now, so if they have Arsart on this lane, maybe they can go for a kill here. Mantis is going to be tough to lock down. Reeves, not so much. And obviously Equal on top of that. Now you can definitely kill him. Firefly coming through. G in a bit of trouble right now. Using his stick charge. Mirror images are going to go, but he may go down here. Taking a lot of damage. Will fall to the Firefly. Waterfucker playing very well already. Just making sure he throws up the sticky napalm strikes and then goes for the Firefly. Easy kill coming out for the Batrider there. He is getting low, but his bottle is coming out to him right now. Oh my gosh, a bit of alt talk. I wish I knew what that meant. The alt chat is here, boys. Up at the top lane, Illidan Storm Rage trying to get to Tranquil Boots, question mark. Something we don't see a lot of nowadays. Used to be all the time, I think, on Outworld Devour, but still interesting. Might go for a mech also. Or just a quick 4-staff. Actually, might be rushing 4-staff. Actually makes more sense, yeah. Ring of Regen probably going to be built into a 4-staff eventually. Yep, that might be fine.
Not your fate.
Probably not going to be Tranquil Boots. That'd be weird. That'd be very questionable, I think. Down to the bottom lane, Next.kz. They threw up. I forget it's not ahead gaming. So when I see this ward, I think of Browser 6 camera, but it's not that. It's just a genuine wide angle. They didn't rename it or anything. So Mantis, looking at him right now, he's only got 7 last hits. You can see Arsart getting last hits as well. He's doing a nice job of that. He's actually at 11. So Mantis not getting freeform is a question mark. Now, there's actually an engagement mid. G's going to get the kill, but Batrider picks off the kill as well. So they trade each other 1 for 1. G getting the better end of that trade. NS comes in thinking he might help out, but he's a bit late to the party. Not that it really matters. Now down bottom, they're a bit... they're left high and dry, at least for a bit here. Astral Spirit does go. Mantis has to back off. He has Blink still and Boots of Speed, as well as his Poor Man's Shield ready to go. Level 3, 1 point into each. We'll see if he puts his points into stats next and tries to go into the jungle or something along those lines.
Denied.
Going for that top rune, NS. Oh, glimpse, not in time though. Waterfucker is going to get that invis rune and just back off. Just fine. He says, thank you for bringing me back to, of course, the lane. Then and have to walk there. NS now getting hit up. Might get dove. Yep, there's the Firefly. There's the Riptide going through now. Waterfuck is going to back off, taking tower damage there. He's going to pop the Invis Rune bottle back up and maybe go again here. His Firefly on cooldown for about 30 seconds. I haven't really checked top all that often, but Outworld Devourer now at 28 last hits. He does pick up the treads, still has that Ring of Regen. That's actually going to just help out a lot against Shockwave against the right click of the Magnus. Magnus getting very low, has to go back and wrap around. He's Picking up a clarity, has no regen. Let's see if he salves up by throwing his salve from a courier or something along those lines. So, Waterfucker backing off right now. He gets his Tranquil Boots done, trying to get to that Blink Dagger. Reeves is here, he'll throw up a ward real quick and then back off. Down bottom, this is a bit of an issue. It's just Mantis is only at 15 CS. He's not doing very well in terms of just farming, and that's what you need to do on an anti-mage. We all know that. Battle Fury is not going to build itself. So, let's see what he picks up. He'll pick up the Quelling Blade, just trying to get more CS right now. Might even head to the jungle at some point. He is going to go for 2 points on his stats, so this old build that we've seen so often on an anti-mage, still doing it. Just getting some extra survivability with those 2 points in stats just to head into the jungle if necessary. I'm probably going to pick up his treads first. Most people do that before you build your Battle Fury nowadays, but it's going to take a bit of time. Naga Siren heading into the jungle. G going to try to get as much farm as possible. Only 20 CS, so the Naga is not doing the best of jobs here, so we'll Bottle Crow real quick. Riptide up to level 3 right now, so he does a decent bit of damage. And as looking for the 6-minute rune, checking the bottom rune spot. He's got Glimpse ready to go. You can see the pull happening. Astral Spirit's going to fly through from Arsart. There's the Thunderstrike as well, dishing out the damage, and now they're going to just take this. Arsart just going to roam right over and take it. Top rune spot, Waterfucker grabbing the regen rune G. He's like, I wish that you would have gotten that. Sadly, he can't really be involved there. Mantis backing off, 719 gold in the bank.
Top tower is under
Reeves
attack.
sitting on that central ward, just GG branches. What about equal? Does he have boots yet? He does. He also has a Smoke of Deceit. They haven't used a gank or anything. G probably not going to get ganked anytime soon, considering he's just sitting in the jungle. Bottle crowing is still happening. He's actually, oh no, he just wasted his TP. Oh man, he was trying to bottle up and then he just double clicked. I think maybe I don't know what just happened there. That was interesting. So that TP. 135 gold down the drain. That's frustrating. Jada moves up to the top lane, even just to help out Illidan. And this is a bit of an issue. They've actually just given Illidan a lot of farm. He's got 1,300 gold in the bank. He can actually finish up his Staff of Wizardry right now and get even close to that 4-staff, so. And that would be something else. Illidan getting that 4-staff at that early would give him a decent amount of intelligence. Would be pretty nice to have. Equal's going to roam in mid. And S and G are both here. They're trying to make this lane as safe as possible for G, but
for you.
Now the aggression is starting to amplify. Waiting until it reaches critical mass here. Batrider, Waterfucker heading into the jungle. He wants to. Oh, he's got a huge stack here. This is going to get him close to 1,000 gold, I'd say. Maybe not 1,000, maybe about 500 or so, but it's still going to be a nice little stack here. He stacks it up with Sticky Napalm, the Fireflight in a second.
Radiant's
dish out the
tower
damage.
is under attack.
Just take a, and he's also going to regen rune, so he's not even going to be sad after he, he takes that stack. He's not going to take that much damage. So yeah, look at that, just beautiful. He's checking his camps here. There's no camps left, so he's just like, oh, I just get that stack on. Yeah, so about 500 gold for that, 4 and 6 or 8, something like that. So he'll back off now. Maybe head back to the lane. Speaking of heading back, Mantis is sitting on Brown Boots and the Ring of Health. So actually getting close to the Perseverance, but also he does need to get to the treads at some point. Top lane, SC47 getting ganked here. There's going to be the Cold Feet going through. Is this going to latch up? I'm not sure. The Astral Imprisonment. Oh, it doesn't work. Astral Imprisonment breaks it off. SC47, there's the kinetic field, trying to get a shockwave down before he dies. He will indeed fall, and that's Jadam picking up the kill. So Magnus not having the best of times. He is level 6 right now. He is his Arcane, so I guess it's better than nothing. Down bottom. Arsart taking a lot of damage from Mantis. He actually had Mana Void ready to go, and Arsart has no mana, so that would have done a decent bit of damage there. Probably wouldn't have killed, but still would have done some damage. G now still farming up. Ring of a Kill is next, and this is what you see on most Naga Sirens. Pick up the Kill, pick up the Quelling Blade, and just Brown Boots as well. Make sure you have a bottle on top of that. Then go towards your Radiance. So the Radiance timing might be a bit late this game. It's going to be a bit before we can get to that 3,800 gold mark and pick up that Sacred Relic. But when he does, it's going to be a big boon for his team. When he gets his Radiance, it's going to be pretty nice. You still can't fight with that. Maybe get another couple of items, and you'll be okay. You can maybe engage in a couple of fights. You can also clean up by just coming in at the tail end and making sure you have Song of the Siren for your team if necessary. But G has got to be careful in this game. And they've got to try to make as much space as possible for him in this one. So the Batrider Blink Dagger is now done. That was at about 9 minutes. Not too bad for Waterfucker. Considering he was in the mid lane and he did roam into the jungle from time to time. So that's pretty good. SC47 trying to make his way there as well, but he's only at 100 some odd gold. Jadam going to try to right click on SC47. He's not been really a part of things here. unsurprisingly enough. They're not really trying to fight. They're not trying to put the pressure on. I guess they feel comfortable with Mantis farming. He is up to 49 last hits now, so there is a point where Mantis just kind of got back into it. There wasn't that aggressive trial lane. They started rotating that out, whereas before they were kind of harassing him down. Now they've given him room to farm. Now he's pretty good with that. In the top lane, Illidan does pick up that 4-staff, so, I mean, he's got some damage. 3 points on the Essence Aura right now. He actually got a point in Arcane Orb early on. Wants to be more aggressive. So I think the time of fighting, at least for 4 heroes of VirtusPro, is coming soon. Now that there is some levels up. 4-staff forward. Usage of the Astral on SC47 just to make sure he has no mana pool here. It means he won't be able to use his reverse polarity, and I like that. The fact that the Outworld Devour is kind of, not necessarily countering them, but being kind of annoying is nice to see from Illidan. So down in that bottom lane, Equals backing off, as you can see, trying to get to his Arcane Boots, almost level 6 as well, which means Serpent Wards are going to be done soon. Level 5 coming out from both NS as well as Jadam, as well as actually pretty much all the supports here. Reeves and Equal. In terms of experience lead, there's a 751 for Next.kz. Top lane, action's happening. Last is up on NS right now. Song of the Siren is going to go. And NS should stay alive from this. He's taking a lot of damage. He's got to get out, though. Kinetic Field's going to be up. Look at that turn radius. There's the Flame Break. SC47 getting caught out of position as well. Illidan trying to fight this. He has Sanity's Eclipse. He's going to get shackled right now. Maybe in some trouble. He's going to have to use Force Staff to get out, but that's not going to save him. The Astral will. Jadam trying to fight. There's the Ice Vortex. Reeves taking a bit of damage. Flame Break. That'll get the kill. Reeves picking up the last hit there. A 2-for-2 trade. G being a part of that. He's actually at 1,700 gold now. I think getting a couple of assists there. In fact, he did get the 1 assist, actually got 2 kills as well. One of them was on the Dazzle. That's actually really nice. The fact that he got that kill is huge. That'll put him up to 1,700 gold. But on the other side of things, the Bat Rider being very effective already. Some blinks there, flame breaks as well to grab the kills. All the while, Mantis continuing to farm bottom. Arsart, he actually is heading back home, taking a bit of damage there. He's level 6, so Arsart's leveling right now. Not that great in terms of offlaners. He's actually doing worse than SC47. That is because SC47 was left alone for a while. Arsart kind of had that lane in a trial lane, at least for a bit of time. So Smoke of Deceit is actually up on NS as well. There's that one on Equal. There's the Ice Blast coming through right now. It's going to hit on Reeves, maybe not on Equal. Yeah, it hits on Reeves, not on Equal, however. Would have done a bit of damage there if it was on him. Arcane Boots are up on him. He's got Mass Serpent Wards ready to go. So they might try to push a lane soon with those Mass Serpent Wards. Mantis is going to create space just by pushing out another lane. He's sitting out a Claymore right now, Ring of Health. He's getting kind of close to that Battle Fury. It's going to be a bit late, I think. Well, not necessarily late, but he's not going to have his treads like you usually see with an Anti-Mage. So Mantis is going to continue to farm. All the while, so does G. G's sitting up at 2,200 gold. He's getting closer and closer to that Relic. So those are your first big items coming out for your carry players. Illidan sitting on that safe lane, carry role. He's sitting at 1,000 gold with that 4-staff. Might be going for a Sight of Eyes next. Oh, Arsart, no, he's up on the high ground right now. He is going to fall. Waterfucker. It looks like he dragged him up there with the lasso.
Extra crispy.
Nice little play. Extra crispy indeed, Bat Rider.
Denied.
It's a kind of weird thing to say about somebody. Just standing over their charred corpse. Extra crispy. Bat Rider's a bit of an insane person. I'm gonna have to say that. He's a little crazy.
Bottom tower is
top lane
attack.
fortification is gonna go. I don't think they're gonna defend this. There's only Equal walking up top right now. Jadam's gonna throw down the Chilling Touch and they'll dish up the tower damage. They're actually backing off now though. It is not in deny range. Nice comes back on Waterfucker. He is not gonna be able to get in this fight, so that's a free tower for them. Roaming through was Reeves, but it was just Equal and Reeves up here. Waterfucker realizing that, well, I got glimpsed. No TP for him now for a couple of seconds. He'll blink up and get ready to fight, but there's everybody up here. They smoke up. NS is going to run right back down the lane. No, he's just going to head to the river here. They threw up this nice little Observer Ward, gives them that vision over the lane. As you can see here, nice little bit of vision. Down bottom, Mantis working on that tower. Blink, or excuse me, 4-step forward. Astral Imprisonment. TP's coming through right now. Mantis may be in trouble. He's trying to blink away. He will blink up into the Ancient Stack there. So they need a better way to lock heroes down. You saw yesterday when they were playing up against the Wear, they picked up the Nyx Assassin, and then the Invoker with the Sunstrike would combine up with the Impale. They would be able to get the kill very easily, but now Mantis is pretty much just going to have free roam over this game. He's Level 10 right now, 14-minute battle period. Pretty good timing, considering.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Mid lane, action's happening. NS in a bit of trouble. Glimpse did go back already. Song of the Siren going. Illidan trying to take down Waterfucker. Hex is up on Illidan right now. There's the lasso as well. He needs to get this kill, but there's not much else going on. Waterfucker gonna blink away. There's the shackles from Equal. The ensnare going through to cancel it. Sandy's Eclipse grabbing the kill. Ice Blast flying through. Reeves trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. There is no stomp. There is no Earth Splitter. Reeves gonna make his way out of there. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Illidan getting 1 kill. The other going to the Magnus SC47. So they'll be able to take these wards down. They also grab the tier 1 tower for Next.kz. A bit of a better trade for them. Illidan grabbing the kill is still pretty nice. All while that's happening, you look at what Mantis is doing. Split pushing is becoming a thing, and suddenly Next.kz, they're feeling pretty confident in their game plan right now. They're not shutting down Mantis. He's able to blink away. He's able to have free roam over this map. G needs to get to that relic, and he's getting close. It's going to be at about 15 minutes. And he'll pick up that relic. Hand of Midas now done for the Ancient Apparition. This is what I was talking about earlier. Making sure Jotum has a way to get towards that Academ Scepter and to get a couple of levels here as well. So now he'll start getting a bit more farm and be able to be a bit more part of this game, essentially. So G picking up that relic very soon. You see the couriers flying over there right now. It'll get to him in about 16 minutes. Now the question is, when is the Radiance going to be done? And is that going to be enough? Obviously, like I said, for Naga Siren, you need to continue to farm. You need to push out the waves. You need to be farming the jungle as much as possible. And G is one of the best at it, I think, in terms of the CIS region. He can definitely just sit and farm for days. So the Naga Siren right now for G, we'll see how effective this is. Down bottom, they do defend that tier 2 tower. The tier 1 not so lucky, however. NS sitting here. Brown Boots, nothing on him really. Checking out the items real quick. Blink Dagger now done for SC47, so Blink RP is a thing. It's ready to go. Ancient Apparition, Arslan doesn't have much here. He's only really got that Orb of Venom and Soul Ring just to make sure he can have some mana to cast his abilities, and obviously the Treads to do a bit more damage and just be a bit more effective all around. So this is really, I think, the problem is that the Elder Titan is not doing anything. He does have a point in Earth Splitter right now, no points in Stomp yet. He only wanted 3 points in the natural order. So not going to have 100% armor reduction or 33% magic reduction. Magic resist reduction, excuse me. Still, though, need that 2 points in Echo Stomp combined up with the Earth Splitter. That'd be pretty nice to have. They're killing G's illusions here, but not doing much else. Just trying to push out mid. So they actually have the tower lead by a wide margin here. Got 2 towers compared to, well, not a wide margin, just 1 tower, but Astral Imprisonment is going to come through the Static Storm on the ground right now. SC47 taking a lot of damage. Not going to get out alive. There was a lasso there on the backside. NS caught in the Serpent Wards. A 1-for-1 trade. NS falling. Not the best there. Illidan trying to chase after the Serpent Wards, doing a lot of damage. He'll force staff himself away. The fight's still going. Jotum getting Mana Void, and Mantis grabbing that kill. He'll blink away right now. They can't go for this tower. They have to back up. Even though it's a 3 versus 4 at this point, there's still a lot of abilities. G has the Song of the Siren. If he wants to use it, he's getting even closer to that Radiance. That's pretty important. Mantis TP's down bottom as well, and he's just using the map so effectively. Level 11 right now, 1,800 gold in the bank. He's getting close to a Yasha, and if he wants to go for that, he can even go for a Vlad's at some point. Next.kz, Smoke of the Sea Gank. They're going to hand to the opposing team jungle. They're going to try to clean up these wards. It looks like no, they're going to go away. Arsart throwing up the Astral real quick. He's not going to catch out Equal. He's not going to catch out Waterfaka. G's got to be careful. Down bottom, Illidan. They grab the kill on Mantis. I missed that one, but top. They're looking to fight. Waterfaka might go through. Reeves, he finds out Arsart. There's the Poison Touch. Blink. Lasso might be available. Song of the Siren. They need a TP. Arsart, he doesn't have one. G, he's got one. He needs to get out of there. He can't afford to die right now. No, they're getting Chilling Touch. Here we go. There's the Shackle and the Lasso up on G. He is in some trouble. Nice comes back. The Flame Break will grab the kill. That's a huge pickup. Equal's gonna fall. He had the Shallow Grave on him right now. NS maybe in trouble. Blink. RP is up. Now, a lot of damage from the Shockwave. You can see the skewer does miss. It actually hits up on Illidan. He's taking damage. SC47 looking for the dive. Shockwave not going to get the kill. It looks like nice juke there from Illidan to avoid any of that damage. They'll back away. They're all low. And G getting caught out. Still, no relic for him. No Radiance, excuse me. He was so close. He was at 1,000 gold. And that was a rough fight from him. He really shouldn't have taken that. He should have just backed off as soon as he saw there were a lot of people there. They wanted to try to go in and fight. He got shackled up. He got lassoed. They focused him down. They knew he was going to be a big problem, especially later on into the game. They decided to take him down before anyone else.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting engagement. Mantis will pick up the double damage rune. Blade of Alacrity done for him. That should be the Yasha as well. And he'll just take an Ancient stack real quick on top of that. All the while, Mantis wasn't even a part of that team fight, so it's actually looking really good for Next.kz. They have a 3,000 gold lead, a 5,000 experience lead. Mantis is going to get enough farm to be effective before the Naga Siren's even really online, even with that Radiance. Mantis is going to have a Battle Fury, and he's going to have his Mantis style before that Radiance is ready to go. Well, maybe not the Mantis style, but Naga getting very close. Ice Blast is going to come through. Not going to be in the right time, unfortunately. Ice Blast does fly, and it's on the low ground. Oh, you are dead, my friend. Lasso is up. Jotum's about to fall as well. Well, there's a kill, at least for Illidan there, using his Short Sandy's Eclipse. He gets it on the Anti-Mage, which is a nice pickup. Now trying to turn around, but he's got no help here. Blink. Now the Sticky Napalm strikes. Illidan getting low. You can see Arsart. There's going to be the stomp. It's going to hit on all three. There's the Air Splitter going through as well. Equal. There's the Shallow Grave. The Serpent Wards are on the ground. It hits on a couple there. Next.kz's equal. He throws up the Shackle. Nice hit up with the Arcane Orb. Arsart's still trying to fight right now. Reeves got to back away. No more Shallow Grave. Reeves, one more hit will do the job. Can he get there? The Astral will do it. Use the Astral. There's the mech. He gets a double kill coming through. Now trying to use the Stomp. Waterfucker getting the kill there. The Poison Touch stunning him up. Waterfucker getting a kill, but now backing off. In the end, it's about 3 for 3, I think, considering both Jotum, NS, and Arsart went down. So yeah, 3 for 3 there. They get the Anti-Mage though. That's the biggest pickup really. G getting caught out right now. He has the Radiance. He's gonna of course use that Song of the Siren, back off as you can see, and just say, I'm out of here. I'm done. No, maybe not. They're gonna use the Ensnare to try to go on Motherfucker. He has that Blink Dagger. He'll blink away. Yeah, there's not much you can do about that. G now going to just continue to farm. G's trying to be aggressive here early on, whereas he should just be farming in the jungle and just pushing out waves. He's just trying to be aggressive with his song, with his snare. They're trying to find things that he really shouldn't be finding. So, but now this is where he's going to start taking over the game here, because he has the Radiance up, he has the Riptide up, he's got everything ready to go. He's got his Quelling Blade. It's going to be easy for him to just farm creep wave after creep wave, creep camp after creep camp in the jungle, and just be fine with that Radiance. So it's about to increase exponentially here, and they have to deal with it. And they know that Song of the Siren is on cooldown right now, so maybe they try to go for a gank at the top lane. There's no ward covering up here in this top lane, and G might get caught out. Force Staff forward, they see him. Poison Touch might go through. They're looking for Illidan. He already used his Force Staff. He has the Ultimate Orb. Ice Blast coming through. That's going to just push everybody back in that top lane, but nobody getting caught out. The Radiance, Illusions, doing some damage, not nearly enough. Actually, SC47 and Equal getting kind of low just from those. There's the Ensnare on Waterfucker trying to TP out right now. The Stomp might go through. Will it make it in time? It will not. No, he gets the Astral off. He didn't TP out. He got the Astral off. Blink away from Waterfucker. The right click, the Force Staff up onto the high ground. He is maybe stuck. No, he's in the trees right now. He gets through the secret stop. He's okay. Waterfucker's just fine, so. Other Titan picking up the double damage rune as well. Arsart backing off now in the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Dark light.
Waterfucker picking up a BKB right now. He's actually a Mithril Hammer shy of that. Once he picks that up, then he will be able to fight for days. Level 15 as well. Waterfucker is just controlling the pace of this game so well. The only other person who's level 15 in this game is the Anti-Mage. And he's sitting on pretty much his Mantis style right now. So there's that. So Mantis, like I said, he's going to start controlling the game as well. Once he has that Mantis, might want to start getting into fights. Naga Siren still only has the Radiance, so. In fact, Mags here right now, they're ready to do a Blink RP right now, and this is going to be interesting to see who's going to be able to come out alive on this scenario, if they decide to fight, that is, and that's a big if. SC47 going to continue on here. Net worth wise, he's going for a BKB as well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
There it is. Mantis style now done for the Anti-Mage. I was going to say, everyone's rotating over here from VirtusPro. They're walking right on top of wards here. You can see, of course, the ward here, just scouting things out. Obviously, there's ward coverage here on Roshan. They have it up here on the high ground to make sure that Ancient stack is covered, not warded, essentially. They have that Cinch ward to make sure they have complete coverage. Blink Dagger now done for the Shadow Shaman. The Rasta has that up and ready to go. Here we go, though. There's a huge engagement coming down in the bottom lane. VirtusPro, they Astral up the Anti-Mage right now. Hex is up right now. There's the Super Wards. Static Storm on the ground. They're trying to go after Mantis. Sanity's Eclipse. He is in trouble. The Ensnare equals like, I am out of here. I am done. I don't want to be a part of this. Waterfucker was there trying to get a Blink Lasso, but Anna's taking a lot of damage. Blink, Skewer, Cold Feet on SC47. He'll skewer away. Song of the Siren gonna go. They're not gonna catch anybody with it. A bit too late from G there, unfortunately. So a 1-for-1 trade. They do get the Anti-Mage. That's great and everything. G's still getting farm now. What's his next item going to be? Maybe bots. He's saving up for it seems like. Tower's going to fall. G continuing to chase right now. They're trying to fight on SC47, who blinks away. Decides he doesn't want to be part of that. Meanwhile, they do take top. That's actually Reeves. A solo pushing Dazzle took a tower. Interesting. BKB now done for the Bat Rider. He is ready to fight, like I said, for days. He's about to hit level 16 as well, so the lasso duration, 4 seconds now. That's going to be tough for them to deal with. That's a lot of time for them to focus you down. Glimpses are going to have to be on point because Waterfaka is just going to be jumping in and trying to lasso whoever he can see. However, they do have the Scythe of Ice up for Illidan. This is going to be, I think, their fallback trump card here. Illidan, he's going to start dishing out the damage as well. I mean, you look at how much intelligence he has, how big his mana pool is really. Illidan's in a good position, so... G also, his Boots of Travel now done. So the split pushing, Nagasaran continuing to be a part of the metagame. And G plays it pretty well. The question is right now, can he carry this late enough? We've seen what Anti-Mages can do, and they used to be the late game carries. You think about back to TI2 and around that time, Anti-Mage was picked so very often and just was so difficult to deal with. It's tough to lock him down. Now that, of course, the hero pool has grown, people have found a way to deal with Anti-Mage, and his shenanigans are not unheard of anymore, so... Mantis taking a bit of damage. They're going to go right back to the Ancient stack. Doesn't really care about the Ice Blast. It seems to get Shadow Waved from the Dazzler just to keep him up in fighting shape. SC47 and equal. They're pushing in bottom. They do have the Serpent Wards, but they don't want to push this alone. Up at the top lane, G and S as well as Illidan. Just kind of sitting together. They're sick of getting picked off by this Bat Rider. And Bat Rider has controlled the pace of the play. Now you can see there is an Assault Cuirass coming out from Elder Titan, and they're going to smoke up and try to find something here on the other side of the map. G, he's going to be a big factor in this team fight. He actually turns off the ratings just to make sure they don't show themselves with the Smoke of the Sea gank. Don't see him passing through a creep wave or something like that. They're going to go straight to the jungle. This is a good place. They know Anti-Mage is going to be hiding out here. They might find Equal or they might find Mantis. It's going to be tough to lock down either one of them. Oh, well, they're going to find the Hex up on Equal. That's going to be the Scythe of Ice used for that. The Arcane Orb doing some work, and G gets a free kill there. He'll TP up to the mid lane and continue to farm away. Anti-Mage all the while is just like, yep, he died. Time to go back to farming.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
SC47, what are you doing in that far? They get the deny on the tower as well. Illidan picking up the kill. No, Jotum is. Now, meanwhile, Arsar getting lassoed up. He's on the high ground. There's going to be the Splitter trying to make his way through the trees here. In some trouble. Glimpse is not going to help out. Nice force staff. He's still alive. There's the mech. And snares up. BKB's going to go. Waterfucker getting caught out. It's a 10-second BKB charge. They really can't do much damage to him. G trying to get in there to right-click right now. Waterfucker. No TP up and ready. He is in some trouble. There's the Hex. Waterfucker's going to go down. A big couple pickoffs coming out for VirtusPro right now. They take a couple heroes down. They get a couple kills. They're back in the board. Looking at the graphs right now, it actually dips the gold graph down back to about only 2,500 in favor of Next.kz. In terms of experience, Next.kz have a 5,000 gold or experience lead, excuse me. Mantis is still working hard and trying to take control of this game. Ice Blast is going to come up. It's going to hit on both Mantis and Reeves. They've got to be careful. This tower taking a lot of damage. The Mantis style illusion is still hitting it. And this is going to be the issue, is just dealing with the split push coming out from the Anti-Mage. We saw it yesterday, and VirtusPro had a game plan for it. That was the Nyx Assassin Impale into the Sunstrike, like I already talked about. But now, what do they do if Mantis is just split pushing at this point? How do they catch him out of position? I think a lot of it comes down to G and the Nagasaran. Maybe botsing with the Song of the Siren up ready to go, trying to catch out that Mantis. Equal. Well, he's got some items there. We already talked about the Blade Dagger. What other items are up that we haven't been talking about? Jotum's getting close to that Aghanim Scepter. Assault Cuirass is almost done for Arsart. He just needs the Hyperstone. Illidan, we already talked about that Scythe of Ice, and it looks like maybe even NS going for his Aghanims or BKB. He has that Ogre Club right now, so he just wants to stay alive. SC47 getting a bit close to that BKB as well, but not quite there yet. 4 step up for Reeves, and that's about it in terms of items and itemization in this game. We'll see if items continue to pour on here a bit later. SC47 just the recipe away from that BKB. Down bottom, Mantis trying to push out this wave. He's got not only power, but Battle Fury on him right now, so pushing is not an issue. Here in the top lane, the only person not available for this fight is going to be Illidan from VirtusPro. He's actually going to go back mid and just try to defend this real quick. Wrapping around his Waterfuck on AC-47. They knew someone had to defend this, so Illidan might be the target here. Yeah, this is going to be troublesome. He might be in trouble. They're not going to go back and defend. They realize they would rather just push this out, but they've made their presence known. Illidan will back off now. In the top lane, Naga Siren Illusions plus the rest of VirtusPro trying to go ahead and fight here, trying to take this tower down. Meanwhile, mid, Illidan going on SC-47. Blink Blast for Waterflocker right now. Illidan getting caught out. He's got that Force Staff. He's going to get RP. They're using a lot here just for Illidan. They get the Flame Break. They use 2 of their abilities. This means they can't defend top. The Static Storm coming through, trying to push everybody back. They don't get a kill. BKB now done for SC-47. The Aghanim's now done for Jadam. They'll back their way out of there, surprisingly enough. There's no RP. They decided just to say, let's defend our bottom lane as Mantis is pushing it in. So they make room by pushing in bottom lane. They get a kill on Illidan. Maybe they think about going to Roche. Map ping actually coming out, I believe, from Illidan. They see Mantis going in there right now. They have to try to defend this, but they're nowhere near the mid lane tower. G might bots over there, but he's already close enough as it is, and he'll just go back to farming at 2,800 gold right now, trying to get to that Mantis style. He's actually got enough money to buy it outright. But Mantis trying to take this SC-47 coming in to help out as well, and so a free Roshan, it looks like. I mean, they're not making their way over there. You look at what G's doing right now and Jadam are doing. They're just farming. NS, yeah, he might go in there. Ancient Apparition, getting a kill on Reeves. I'm not sure with what, or where Reeves was. I think he got Ice Blast. That's rather unfortunate. Equal actually getting close to dying as well. Now a big fight. Lasso on our start. They have the Song of the Siren. It's going to lock down Waterfaka. You can see already the lasso's already done. Arsart throwing up the Earth Splitter right now. That's catching out SC-47. He'll skewer himself away. G can't really chase this. A lot of blinks away coming out from everybody on the side of Next.kz. Mantis getting locked down. No, the Hex is up. There's the Sanity's Eclipse. The BKB going for Mantis right now. Astral Imprisonment to save the life of G. There's the Aegis. Can G get out of there in time? He's about to fall to Waterfaka. The BKB goes. G's going to die here. Mantis, however, is also going to be unlucky. Double kill for Illidan. Waterfaka's BKB about to wear off here in a couple of seconds. He'll get away in time, however. He should be fine, but they do lock down Mantis. It's Mantis for G in the end, also equal falling as well. Maybe a bit of a better trade for VirtusPro. They would like to have G alive, but getting Mantis plus the Aegis is a pretty good trade. They're going to head up to the top lane right now and try to grab this tier 2 tower. The 5,000 gold lead is still going for Next.kz right now, 7,500 experience lead. At 31 minutes, it's not insurmountable, but this game is a good one. Back and forth we go, action all across the map. Lots of lassos, lots of reverse polarities, lots of action here and there. 2 gems picked up, one right after the other. The first for Reeves on Next.kz, the second for Jadam on VirtusPro. Ice Blast going to go through. Astral Imprisonment. Waterfucker caught way out of position. He is dead. Not a good death for him. He's down for 68 seconds. That's unfortunate. Arsart and Illidan combining up to get that kill, with the rest of the squad of VirtusPro not too far behind. He is sitting very close to a BKB himself. So he has that Ogre Club. Once he gets that Mithril Hammer and the recipe, he'll be there. And he actually has almost enough money for both soon. It's about 2,800 gold for that. Thereabouts, so only about 500 gold away or so. I'm still confused as to whether NS is trying to go for a BKB or for an Aghanim Scepter. Usually I don't see BKBs too often on a Disruptor, but it shouldn't be too bad to have. You'll be able to survive a bit longer. G with his Mantis style done now. Who has the highest net worth? You can see it's Mantis, only by a couple thousand. A lot of that is because of that BKB and the 2,000 gold that he has in the bank, so Mantis is getting close. Mantis is getting close to 6 slotted at this point. NS will disconnect from the game. That should trigger a pause real quick, so while we have a second, I want you guys to make sure you check out esportsventure.com. Beyond the Summit has partnered up with them. A great esports betting site, has all of the big games, including Dota 2. Make sure you check it out. There's a link below the Twitch video if you're interested. So right now, a decent series going on. And this is only game number 1, mind you, so there's still a lot of action to be played out. Whether or not who wins this game obviously is in a good position. I mean, it really depends on... This game is just so close at this point. You'd say, well, Mantis is going to be a hard carry on that anti-mage, and you'd say that for any other game except for one that has a Naga Siren in it. Naga Siren could just kind of sit back and continue to farm her 6 slotted items and then just push out pretty much every wave of creeps and then go for the towers eventually afterwards. So now that there actually is a gem up on Naga too, he's in a little bit of a good position just to make sure he stays alive. I think that's 5 minutes, he says, coming out from Illidan, so we might be waiting a bit. Reeves has been pretty on point in this game, I think. He's got a couple really good shallow graves. Weave, I haven't seen too much of, actually. Shadow Wave has been pretty nice. Yeah, the Weave is actually going to be important because Mantis dishes out the right-click damage. Armor reduction would be pretty nice, obviously, and he's getting empowered too, I believe, on cooldown for Magnus, whenever Magnus is around, so. Batrider's death, though, not the best one of that top rune, top lane. In the jungle there, just getting caught out of position. Not sure what he was doing there, but G's up to 15,000 gold in net worth right now. He has that gem on him. The Achilles going to get sold. The bottle as well. And then, I just don't know, at this point, people would probably go for a Diffusal, maybe for Butterfly, maybe for Heart. Those are the 3 items I'd think that you can go for. I think at this point, just to be a bit more tanky, maybe a Heart of Trask is your better option here. Nothing's in the courier, I don't believe, so he hasn't started anything in terms of his items yet. And, yeah. Not sure what happened to Next.kz there. This is the problem when you're an English caster in a CIS tournament. You generally don't know what's happening. If there's a pause, if things are happening, you try your best to understand, but it doesn't always work out. Z, says one of the Chinese broadcasters. Indeed. Z, indeed. 2,600 gold up for the Outworld Devourer. If he stays alive, he'll probably have his BKB rather soon. Just needs that Mithril Hammer in the recipe, like we talked about already. Look at the ward coverage on the map. You can see the Dire have a couple wards in the jungle, or raiding, excuse me. One in this lane. This is a very defensive ward, just to make sure they see what's going on here with Illidan. These are the only 2 wards on the map, I believe, for the raiding team. The Dire team, they have this one in the lane, and I think that's it. I don't see any other wards on the map for them, so ward coverage is pretty minimal at best. I'm not sure if I can check this out here. Yeah, you look at that. That's the Radiant coverage right now. So this is Radiant. You look at Dire. This is all they got. A lot of the vision they have right now is because their heroes are in the jungle. The Illusions as well pushing down the mid lane. So the Illusions will also give a bit of vision, which is nice to have still. I just pray that it's not like the other day where we had some issues with Mantis getting back into Steam. Myself and What Is Hip, we were paused for longer than an hour. It's a rough pause. It's nice to have someone to talk to when you have that kind of a long pause, but it's just me now. It's a bit early for some of you. Those of you in America just waking up on the East Coast. The West Coast is a bit earlier than that. It's about 7 a.m. I'd imagine. Yep, right about 7 a.m. on the West Coast, so NS does reconnect back into the game. We should be getting into it in just a second. Illidan. Asking if everybody's good. Looks like maybe that means bathroom. Don't know. But they're not ready yet. So we still have a second or two before everyone gets back. Equal's been sitting on just a Blink Dagger and Arcanes for quite some time. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank now. He needs to be able to pick up an item soon. And I think this is the problem when it comes to sports, that you get that first item and then you become starving for pretty much the rest of the game. Luckily, Jotum did the smart thing, and most people do this on the Ancient Apparition. Just go for a Hand of Midas as quickly as possible, get the Aghanim Scepter shortly thereafter, and go from there. We are finally getting back into the game. Speaking of the other support, NS, he's one of those starving supports, so we'll see if he can get back into this. He's actually the lowest in terms of net worth. He has no item, really. I mean, he's only got a Bracer, an Ogre Club, and that's it. I mean, he's just trying to stay alive in these team fights. He's got 7 deaths to his name, so that's a bit of an issue. It's the highest death count in the game by far, by 2 in fact. The next closest person is Equal. So NS, who played fantastically yesterday, having a bit of a rough one today. Nagasar and G continue to push out the waves and even use the creep camps as well, just to farm a bit more. 1,200 gold in the bank. Ice Blast flying through, just missing Reeves there. Getting scraped by the oncoming giant ball of ice. Silk Cuirass now done for the Elder Titan.
Wave.
So armor reduction, that's going to be a pretty big thing. Now, big kill coming in. The BKB helping out. The Song of the Siren did go, but that BKB doesn't care about the Song of the Siren. So G goes down. A big pickup coming out from Next.kz. I do miss the tail end of it there. Mantis continue to farm away. He just says, okay, we got the kill, back to farming. 17,000 net worth for him. Getting close to his next item. 3,000 gold in the bank. Will he go for a heart? Will he go for a butterfly? What will he go for here? A couple of options. Up at the top lane, continue to push this out is SC47. He's going to get a hit up with an Ice Blast. Back off maybe. The Aggro Interceptor going to keep that debuff on for a while. They're making their way up there. They're going to be able to defend this Jotun. Might get the farm. Illidan's already farming mid, so they would rather have G up there farming that, but he's dead for 22 seconds, so a bit unfortunate in that regard. Pushing out mid is going to be Mantis. He's got that Gem of True Sight, so yeah, he actually picked that one up from Jotun. The other one is on Reeves, so 2 gems, not really necessary, but they've got it at least. So, yeah, also that's a bigger pickup because the gem is on the ground right now. The gem did go to Mantis, so that's a bit of a rough trade, considering, well, VirtusPro didn't get anything out of it. Now VirtusPro setting up top. Ice Blast flying through, might catch on a couple here. It actually misses on SC47 and equal. They're able to dodge it. Aghanim going to be going for equal in a bit. There's the glimpse back forward. SC47, he'll use his BKB. He'll skewer away as well. Nice play. He has to waste the BKB charge, however. That's only an 8-second duration right now, so not the worst duration. Waterfox is getting a bit lower. I think he's at 7, maybe? Yeah, he's at 7. Mantis should be at about 9 or 8. Yeah, 8. So they still have a long duration BKB charge going right now. It's going to get down to 654, pretty quickly. G is trying to do what he can to get and stay in this game. I mean, this has been a rough game for him as the Nike. He's got 5 deaths to his name. They've shut him down pretty well. Roshan, not respawning anytime soon. Getting close, though, but closer, I should say. Mantis with the Mantis style of the Battle Fury. Still going to town. I mean, he's going to farm for a while. 19,000 net worth right now, and this is just going to be what it is for the next couple of minutes. It's just farming. So it really comes down to what team wants to be able to smoke up, go for a kill, or try to fight. Is Roshan going to be the big point of contention? When do teams start fighting here? Because you have BKBs, you have your items. I don't know really what you're waiting for. I mean, G obviously waiting to get a bit more. But Next.kz should maybe be okay with the items they have. I don't know if they want to try to take a team fight against Illidan. They have that BKB, though, so he's kind of useless in team fights when the BKBs are up. Mantis is going to continue to try to split push. The T3 might actually take damage here. They've got to be careful. Looks like there was a glimpse back through from SC47. Another BKB charge had to be used there. The kinetic field was used to try to lock him down. Now TP's home. Illidan's going to be here. Mantis style is going to go. They'll back off now. And they've forced the issue. Next.kz have forced, TPs. They've made sure that they've got them out. And they've created space for the rest of the team. Now you can look and see SC47's got a bit more room to farm in that top lane. He just uses BKB. He was just scared a second ago. Not so much anymore. They're going to be able to farm it as well. Push out the wave. Make sure the Nagasara illusion doesn't kill them. Reeves could be a part of that with equal. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly what you need to do for Mantis. Is just try to split push. Try to go for towers. And I was talking about fighting earlier. There's no point in fighting if you can just kind of split push and take towers that way. He's going to be going for the butterfly next. He's actually pretty close to having it. He's got 2,600. I mean, I think he's got it already, in fact, so not the best at math. Waterfox backing off right now. Everybody rotating down to this bottom lane. VirtusPro are here ready to go, but Next.kz are not. They don't want to fight this at all. Roshan's still not up just yet. VirtusPro, they'll smoke gank right now. They'll try to find the jungle here. Mantis might get caught out. Try to get a hex on him. They'll blink down, and this is going to be tough. They're going to have to go through the entire jungle if they want to try to find him. The enemy team is jungle. They're not going to find anybody as of yet. G's continuing to farm right now. Picks up the Reaver. He is going to be going for that Heart of Trask next. So not too far away, but the fight about to break out. Mantis and the rest of the team are going to run into each other. BKBs are going to go. Illidan trying to fight right now. The Hex is up on Mantis. Nice. Huge RPD. A lot of damage from the Serpent Wards. There's the last up as well. Earth Splitter flies, but already 2 are down for VirtusPro. A third about to fall. It is going to be Arsart. G has to back up. Mantis with the BKB. That's going to be on cooldown now. He's looking for another blink. He wants to fight on a Jotun. He wants to kill him. There he goes. He still has the Mana Void. There's the Ensnare. Mantis trying to fight. The Cold Feet, that'll lock him down. Equal and Reeves trying to pass him by, but it's going to be a 3-for-0 trade. Next.kz taking it to VirtusPro. G not a part of that team fight, but still. Huge lasso, huge RP, huge super wards on top of it all, and Next.kz take the team fight. The smoke gank that was actually used for them. They took the fight in their favor, so that's surprising. Also, Roshan is up in about a couple of seconds. Maybe one of the quickest Roshes we've seen in a while. Poison Touch, blink, Jotun in trouble, skewer back, dead. Dead, Ancient Apparition. Just so much hatred poured on him there. They used the Ice Blast. Mantis is getting kind of low. Obviously, the Aegis would be nice to have. They'll go to Roche as soon as his towers go on, maybe. Look at the illusions doing work though. Reeves about to fall. He has Shallow Grave. He might need to use it. And will. Mantis backing off now. The debuff off. They'll use the Urn Charge mech. Anybody have that? Bloom's back. Reeves. No! Might be dead here. Taking a lot of Static Storm damage. He is about to fall and will. So, the only casualty for Next.kz is going to be the Dazzle player. But now you look at what VirtusPro is doing. They're going to try to take Roshan. There is war coverage. They see this happening, but now that Reeves is down, they realize, hey, maybe we can fight this. They're not going to be able to have him in the fight. And a 5 versus 4 we can handle. So G, will he get the Aegis? Will go to Illidan? I'm not sure who's going to pick it up, but someone will. Rosh is getting low. Wadafaka, the king of the Rosh pit, going to roam right over. He has that BKB. He's got Blink. He's got Lasso. Flame Break only hitting. Just tickling NS a bit. Illidan's going to take up the Aegis. He'll back off right now. The second Roshan of the game. Butterfly now done for the anti-mage. And now it's still really tough for VirtusPro. They're down in gold by about 7,500 and experience by 15,000. Next.kz's Mantis has 24,000 in net worth. He's level 23. He's leading the game by a wide margin in terms of levels and gold. So. And he's backing away right now. They're trying to chase after him. Illidan already uses 4 staff. Blink TP coming out from Mantis right now. Heart of Trask is in fact done for Naga, so
top tower has fallen.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4 items done. You don't really count that Ring of Aquila. So 2 more items and G is 6 slotted. But the same could be said for Anti-Mage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe a 5th, I guess you can call that. So Mantis will go for bot soon. Probably pick up a Heart of Trask as well. Doesn't really need any more damage at this point.
We 3 things.
Aghanim Scepter done for both the Disruptor and the Shadow Shaman at about the same time. And finally, Ennis is on the board with his very first item. It's taken a while, but now that he's got it, that's going to be huge. If he can catch that Static Storm on a couple heroes of Next.kz, and they can't use their BKBs, they can't use their Mantis Cells, they can't use what have you, muting is going to be a big deal. Now they're going to try to force something. They're not even going to smoke for this. They're just going to run at the bottom lane. Next.kz knows this is happening. They'll back up. They'll start pushing this right now. Riptide's going to go through. All the while, Mantis trying to force some TPs back again. Split pushing once again. This time with the help of Wadafaka. He's got his Manta ready to go. There's no outer towers left on the map. They're going to wrap around, it looks like. They know this is happening, it seems like. They drew the line on the map. They can see it happening. They're going to run right through this Observer Ward. G's right here next to it. They still don't have that gem. I'm pretty sure Mantis dropped his. Reeves doesn't have his either. Where'd the gem go? Yeah, they're both in the base right now. Speaking of gems, John will pick up another one. No big surprise there. They want that gem. They want that true set. They want to be able to counter ward as well. Shiva's Guard. Oh, Song of the Siren. G catches out Wadafaka. He can blink. No, they're going to throw the Static Storm down right on top of him. He is in some trouble. And Snare's going to fly as well. Wadafaka probably shouldn't survive this one. Won't BKB. Definitely won't be in time. They get the kill. He's down for 81 seconds. A nice pick off. They have to use the Static Storm for that, but it's probably worth it to get the kill. And again, Next.kz trying to make space. Push out waves. Go for, split pushing. And Perseverance actually done for the Magnus, trying to get towards that Refresher Orb, and in fact, he's got it. Mag with the Refresher is now up and ready to go. Oh boy.
Is under attack.
That's scary. The Tier 2 towers are all still alive from Next.kz. G and VirtusPro are trying to do what they can. They want to take these towers. Riptide coming through. Just pushing back the creep wave. Doing the right click damage, and it might fall here. They have to defend this time around. Mantis on the backside, ready to fight. Sacred Relic. What is he going for? He picks up the Sacred Relic. That's very interesting coming out from the Anti-Mage. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. No, he's going to be going for an Abyssal Blade. What am I thinking? I was just like, there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, he's going to be going for Abyssal Blade. He just needs the Basher next. He can lock people down. That's an item I kind of forgot about. He's almost maxed out in terms of levels. He's level 24 right now. That's something they're going to have to deal with. G picks up a Diffusal Blade. One more item, and he's pretty much 6-slotted. The gem is taking up that item slot right now, but G's feeling pretty confident. The Basher into the Abyssal Blade is going to be a huge boon, though, for the Anti-Mage. I mean, he's just going to have so much potential to lock people down, and that's really what he needs on his own. And he does so much damage. with the Empower on him, he's got 280 extra damage on top of the 202 that he already does. So Mantis is a very scary force here. Very scary. It's not often that you get to see a 6-slotted anti-mage, but when you do, it's probably going to kill you. So VirtusPro are kind of forced to play this 5-man Dota. Next.kz, they're doing the same thing right now, realizing Wadafaka got picked off in that last engagement. They kind of want to stay together and stay alive, so... And as much as you could farm with a Naga Siren, G just cannot catch up to this anti-mage. Not until she gets a couple of kills on him, and not until she gets some more room to farm and to get a couple more towers. And this is the issue. All the towers are still ready to be taken, but they aren't. The only tower they just took was that top 2-2, and that's a good start, but they're actually keeping them inside their base, inside their side of the river here. Next.kz can't go and split push like they used to. And I think that's just VirtusPro controlling the map a bit better. With that gem, they're able to have more map control. They have more vision over everything, and that's nice. Oh, Mantis getting locked down. They have the Static Storm ready to go. If they can get this kill, that should be a good pickup for them. The Ice Blast is going to go right now. Mantis taking a bit of damage, not enough. The Shallow Grave, big RP. Might use the Refresher for another one here in a second. There it goes. They catch 4. SC47 winning this fight on his own. The Skewer, everyone is low. G trying to do what he can. Jotum about to fall. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Mantis bought back. G has no song. He just used it Mantis style to try to get out of there. SC47 getting low. The fight's still going on right now. Illidan pretty much at full health, staying out. They forced 3 down. The buyback coming out for Mantis. A big pickup for VirtusPro. I could have sworn that fight was going to go for Next.kz, but a big fight going the way of VP. They stay alive despite getting low from that Refresher Mag ult. What a mech coming out from Arsar just to keep everybody alive. Except for poor Jotum. He will fall, but worse things have happened. Now Naga, 2,000 gold in the bank after that last fight. Mantis forced to buy back his next item. A bit delayed. It is going to be that Bastion to the Abyssal Blade. It's not there just yet, and because of that, a big turnaround. Echo Stomp going to go. Wadafaka getting Shallow Grave. The Weave is up as well to give him that extra armor. They'll back away now. The Urn is up on Wadafaka, and still, man, that was close. Wadafaka couldn't get into Blink Lasso, it looked like. The Radiance Burn obviously taking him down there. He already used his BKB, I think. It's down to a 5-second duration for Wadafaka. The Shiva's Guard is up. He probably will buy his next BKB soon. They need to have that again. And G, close to another item here. Obviously, you do have Diffusal 2 to go into, so even his next item will not be his last. They're controlling this bottom lane now. You look at the ward coverage, though, here from the Radiant team, from Next.kz. And this actually should get counter-warded. This one right here, G has the gem, so if he walks past it, he should see it there. And even this one to a certain extent as well. So, yep, these wards are going to go down. They just placed them as well, and they should be on cooldown for the Radiant team, at least for a couple minutes here. So, he's got one more in his inventory, but
Radiant's
that's it.
bottom tower
506
is under attack.
Cooldown, so... 2 tower about to fall. Shockwave flying through. Ice Blast going as well. Ether Shock equal. Once you try to defend this tower, they're going to come through. Refresher orb not available for 34 seconds, so... RP's ready, but not ready to go twice. G, Song of the Siren. They want to fight this right now. Static Storm's up and ready. Illidan ready to go with the Sight Device as well. It's going to go right on top of everyone. There's going to be the kinetic field on top of that. Blink, Lasso onto Illidan. Earth Splitter go through. Double kill for Arsar. Mantis is down for 120 seconds. This is a huge fight for VirtusPro. They are getting everyone. They get GG. Somehow they turn it all around with a huge fight. 2 huge fights in a row, and they get it. All they needed was NS's Aghanim Scepter for the Static Storm to win the engagement, and suddenly they take game number 1. They were behind the entire game. The entire game they were behind. They didn't even have a gold lead at the end. It didn't matter, though. They take the victory. They take game 1. We are going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. A great series starting out thus far with a good game 1, but if you enjoyed the cast, my name is Mark. Follow me at twitter.com/Mark32. We'll be right back with game number 2 in just a second, everybody, so stick around.